Hello, friends. You know what? That time of year is coming where the ones that are seniors are going to be graduating. And so if you're like me, you've got several graduations coming up later in May and early June. And why wait to the last minute to make our cards, right? So the way my church does it is they set up tables for all the graduates, and we may have 10, 12, or more kids graduating, and church members will leave gift cards and money, things like that on their table. So I usually have to make several uh, graduation cards, and that doesn't take into account I have a nephew, I have a niece graduating from college, just so many graduations. So I may need, maybe 15 graduation cards. So I wanted to make a card that was pretty easy to reproduce. So I'm going to share that card with you because you may be in the same boat with me and need quite a few. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I did was a die cut. Lost my train of thought. This one is called the Slimline Stardust. So there is also another slimline that has lots of smaller stars, and that one would work really well also. I don't have that particular die, so I'm using the Stardust one, but both of them would work great. And I chose to do all of them in like a dark blue cardstock. Now, it would be fun to do it in black. You could do it in yellow. There's lots of different choices, but I decided blue would just be like a generic nighttime sky for me. And I'll show you later a way that you can bring in the graduation colors for whatever school your graduate goes to. So after I did that, I decided to go ahead and I'm going to put glitter paper behind, and that's a way to kind of add pizzazz but still keep it fast and easy. So I went through all my scraps and pulled out glitter. Some of them are going to be yellow gold, some regular gold, but I am trying to utilize my scraps of glitter paper, so I may have to cut it to have it fit, but that is okay with me. And I'm going to show you. When you bring it all together, the way I designed my card, the fact that there's a line right there, I'm going to be able to hide that with my sentiment. So I've tried to do it to where my seam is always right where I will be able to put the sentiment. So the next thing I did was stamp out my little owls. So I have stamped this one. This is not the one that I'm using on the cards, but this is the one that I have stamped. The one that I'm using on my cards is this flying one. And I'll show you, I've already colored him up, but I just stamped out 15 of these and started coloring, but I have all those colored. So I'm going to color this one because I also have it stamped, but I did it in the exact same color scheme. And I also went ahead and stamped out 15. I'll always reach for the always reach for the stars using owl. It's hard for me to say. And then on the inside of the card, I'm going to stamp, "Congrats, you did it." All right, I also cut myself a 3.5 by 8.5 black outline, because to me, black, kind of like tuxedos, it just adds an element of, I don't know, kind of classiness, or, like, I think of black being a very, I can't think of the word, but it just adds a classiness, like a posh kind of, that it's important. Grooms wear tuxedos, and black is very elegant and dressed up, and it's an important occasion to graduate from high school or from college. So it adds a level of importance, I think. So that's why I chose black. Now, for the school colors, I think when you color your owl, one of the schools here in our town has purple and one has maroon, and then I have a nephew that's blue. So I have my blue in here, but the cap and the bow tie, I would color to match whatever the school is that the graduate is graduating from. So since I have all the pieces, and this is a pretty easy card to make, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do some coloring together. So let me grab my markers, and for my owl I did the W Copics, and 5 was the darkest, and I went down to 0, so I missed the 2 though. I need that 2. Yes. All right, so I'm just going to add some of the 5 wherever I feel like there should be shadow. And when I stamped this particular image, I stamped it on some scrap white that I had, and I noticed that my Copic markers are kind of bleeding out. So when I stamped the ones for my cards, I did it on a Olo paper. Oh, and I just did that in 4 instead of 5. Grabbed the wrong one. So I'm just going to go back in the darkest areas here and add some of the darker. There we go. And yeah, I think that's pretty good. All right, I've already used my 4, so I'm going to go on with my 3 now and go ahead and blend the rest of his feathers on out. The 0 and the 1 I'm going to use for his belly feathers. So this is the 3 that I'm working with right now. Okay. I'll go back to my 4 just briefly here to add a little bit right here because I missed those. And also right up in here. Right now I'm going to take the 2 and just finish out his feathers here. I'm also going to trace his little belly hairs. Feathers, because they're not hairs. There we go. All right, for the final color, I'm going to, no, it's not the final. I'm going to use the 1 to kind of go around his bow tie and kind of outline his feathers there. And then I'm using the W0 to go ahead and finish out his stomach. So that is how I colored my owl. All right. For the blues, I used B24 and B26. I'm just going to go ahead and do this one blue again. And I used the darker one to kind of do some anywhere where I think there should be some shadow. And I kept the coloring fairly simple. The most complicated part was the owl itself. I used quite a few colors in him. But I enjoy coloring, so that was a hardship for me. If coloring's not your favorite thing, then you definitely don't have to use as many colors. You could cut back and just use like 2 or 3 colors and get some blending. I'm going to come back and add just a little bit more shadow in the corners. There we go. All right, from here, for his beak and his feet, I used the YR27 and the YR24. Whoops, wrong end. And I'm not going to color the books because I didn't use those in my design today. Just the little owl. I keep grabbing the wrong one, have to go over it. So I had to go back with the darker. Now I'm going to go with the lighter. All right, the next was his the yellow parts, and that would be the string on his. And I'm looking for my Y35. I don't know what I've done with it, but that's the color I used before. I think this time we're just going to go ahead and use the Y18 because I have no idea what I've done with my Y35. So I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to color his little tassel here. And then to finish my owl off, I used the C0 and the YG17. So I gave him green eyes. Got kind of out of the lines there. And then with my C0, I kind of shaded in the whites of his eyes. And you might want to use a yellow for shading in the eyes, just because an owl, I think their eyes turn yellow at night, but I was fine with that. So, okay, that's how I colored my owl for this one. And other than that, I just did the diploma and the little bow to match. So, okay, let's go ahead and construct our card. So like I said, this is going to be a fast and easy one. And this piece is going to fit nicely right there. I'll try to put enough glue on that it holds it in place real well, because glitter paper can be a little challenging. So go ahead, that one down, and I'm going to set this block there on that. Now I'm going to go ahead and add glue on the rest of this. And each time I did it, I had to kind of go a little bit different, just because my scraps of glitter paper were different. So, you know, I just made it work by cutting my glitter paper as much as I needed to. But I'll kind of show you how I did it with this. Like you can see, I haven't trimmed this one or changed the size of it. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is on one side, I'm going to line it up, butt it up against this one, and line it up on one side. Go ahead and press that down. You may have to wait on it just a minute to get adhered well. And I'll put another block on it. And while that's kind of giving it a chance to dry, we'll go ahead and put some foam tape here on the back of our owl and our sentiment. I have some black foam tape here that'll work. So for me, when I'm mass producing cards and I'm thinking of things easy, I want like one image that I'm going to have to color, you know, not a lot of tiny little areas that I have to pop up. I want my, like, I don't mind popping this up. It's one great big area. Same with my sentiment. You know, thinking of that when you're choosing your images just cuts down on the labor intensiveness of it when you're making a whole bunch of the same thing. All right, hopefully that is ready. And now I'm just going to trim off. There we go. Now I could still use this bit on more cards. By most of them I tried to just use one, but when I got down to the tail end, I did have to use. Now you can see there's some, but that's exactly where I'm going to put my sentiment, so that's not going to be any problem. All right. So about like this, and I liked his little diploma kind of touching on the, about like this, but I thought there was one more thing that would add just a little pizzazz. So I have some string, and this is another ribbon, but this is another place where you could tie in whatever the color is for the school of your graduates. So I have some yellow, which I think is what I'm going to use on this card. I have some polka dot navy blue. I have some black with white stripes. I know I have maroon ribbon, but I haven't found that yet to use. But on the ones that have maroon as their school color, I wanted to use like a maroon ribbon. All right. Go ahead and tie my bow. Okay. Oops, that one's... That's pretty good. It's not the prettiest bow ever, but you guys will have to forgive me on that. I'm not the best bow tyer in the world. Whoops. Bring just a little bit more. I didn't quite make it long enough. Okay, that ought to work. Okay. All right, let's add our images. And like I said, I would put this on a 8.5 by 3.5 slimline card. Stamp the "Congrats, you did it" on the inside. Put my little gift card or my $20 bill inside. All right, I'm going to place this one right here in the center. And then add our little owl. All right, and there we go. And one more. And you can definitely adjust your bows and your coloring to fit your graduate. And I just think this will be a great card for all of my graduates, male or female. And there you go. I love how the glitter adds some sparkle in there, and very fast and easy to reproduce, which is what you need when you've got to make 20 of the same thing, right? Okay, well, thank you so much for joining me. If you have lots of graduates in your life this year, I hope this is an idea that'll help you. There's also these other great owls in this set that will work for cards if you only have to make 2 or 3. And I thank you so much for joining me. I'll list all of these products. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up, and I look forward to crafting with you again next week. Have a great day. Bye-bye.